Hey, good catch. Good catch.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
I'm competing against one of the best bowlers in the world, that is Joseph Angara. He has been away for a long time, 8 years.
Yep.
Yes, in Botswana. And I decided to wait for him for all those years until he came back to the country so that he can tell us what he has been up to and what he was up to back then.
You know, every time you wake up in the morning and you start visualizing on what you're going to do, you're looking at that Sachin on your face, you're running in, you're bowling to Sachin.
The cool, calm and collected Joseph Angara came into prominence back in 2001 when Kenya was taking part in the Standard Bank triangular tournament between South Africa, who are the hosts, Kenya and India, where he played his heart out to humble the legendary Sachin Tendulkar as Kenya beat India by 70 runs.
Well, that was a 3 series in India, in South Africa, that with South Africa, India and Kenya. So it was in Port Elizabeth that I was man of the match. I got 3 wickets for 30 runs, and my main wicket was Sachin Tendulkar. So we beat India in 2001 in South Africa. I'm still digesting the...
The man of the match, however, had no time to celebrate his greatest achievement as he was bereaved thereafter.
In that tournament, after being man of the match, unfortunately, my mom passed away and had to leave the camp and come back home.
He gathered his courage to feature for Kenya in other series, notably the Sharjah Cup and most memorable the 2003 ICC Cricket World Cup, where Kenya reached a historic semi-final.
It was a long journey, and that journey, as I said again, it started in 2003, that when you find from 18 players, 10 coming to play in that World Cup, that was hard work. We knew each other. We knew our positives and negatives. We cared for each other, and we were playing hard cricket, and cricket was competitive. And also professional cricketers from India used to visit Kenya most of the time. All Ranji Trophy players, national team players. Sandeep Patil came and played there. Chandrakant Pandit came and played there. So we were actually brushing our shoulders with top class cricketers every single season. And also our travels to India and to other countries coming in here really made us to be hard cricketers.
This was Angara's third World Cup, having been a reserve in 1996 when Kenya beat the fancied West Indies by 73 runs in the group stage where they left, same as 1999 in England.
Kenya went to the first World Cup in 96, which I was a reserve. 99, we saw that that experience, you come back and you say, guys, you know what, there's nothing difficult. Let's carry on working hard. We backed each other up. And when we came back, the confidence was high. The confidence, the motivation from cricket, Kenya Cricket Association was very high. We got contracted by Kenya Breweries. So that was the main thing that just boosted us up to carry on. My first World Cup was 1999. Then the second one was 2003. And I was a medium pace bowler. So I was a bowler, and I did my part.
He was a regular for the national team back then, having established himself as a good fielder who picked up the skills at a tender age.
I was born in Park Road. Park Road is just, my door was just opposite Sally Sports Club. So I could actually, we started in as ball boys, going to Sally, sneaking through under the fence, and just acting as ball boys. Then we're getting the balls on the side and just trying. So they tapped our talent from there, and then we started jumping in, and that's how we started playing cricket. Park Road has the Tikolos, the Dumbes, the Sujis, Alfred Boy, the Ngoches. They've all been brought up in Park Road. Not only cricketers, but also footballers. Paulo Nyera came from Park Road. Sami Omolo came from Park Road. So those are all stars who came from Park Road. It's the interest you pick as you carry on. Because of us going to Sally, every day we come from school and go. So we just got interest of cricket. Then now became a good opportunity when we started playing. We were tapped in, and may Premji Koda's soul rest in peace. He paid my school fees from Form 2 to end. I did supplies manage to end of my studies.
It was at Swami Bapa where he built on his skills, surrounded by some of the best players the country has ever had.
I played for Swami Bapa. That was my first club because majority of us were playing there. We used to be picked by a pickup from Park Road, taken to Kilimani, come back. The interest going to Kilimani, every Thursday there was that bajia, so how kids are. So we won enough trophies at Swami Bapa. Swami Bapa is one of the biggest clubs very biggest clubs that has won all the trophies, you can name them in the country, and produced majority of the national team players also, from Tom Tikola, Steve Tikola, name them, Maurice Ouma. All those are people who've captained this country. We won all the leagues, the six-a-side games. We used to go to Nakuru as a starting of the six-a-side. We won trophies there. We came NPCA League. It was definitely an NPCA League. Yeah, we were playing on all those leagues.
And that's how they found their way to the national team to rise through the ranks.
Club cricket was very, very competitive. Very competitive. So we were picked from there. Squad of 30, you go for trials, then you make your river there. I was also part of top bowlers in the league. So now you picked up from there and you give an opportunity. My first tour to India was 1993 as under 23. So from there, that's when we came. That was the breakthrough for the national team. We performed very well. Yes, we didn't win enough games, but it was a very good experience for us. If you look at the squad that went to India in 1993, 2003, 10 of us were in the squad for the World Cup.
And he learned from the best to become one of the best bowlers in Kenya.
One, I was very fit. I was one of the fittest guys. I was one of the best fielders. And now just to come and mold it with my bowling just made me to stand out. I was very consistent. I enjoyed everything that I did. I kept all my heart there. I was dedicated. That was just pushing me along. The players that we had, our core of players that we had, Martin Suji, Tikola, Maurice Odunde, Peter Mondo, all those guys, Hitesh Modi, Ravindusha, Asif Karim, you call all those are legends that every time they come and just tapping your shoulder, telling you, carry on, move on, don't worry. Everyone, we were lifting each other, every one of us were lifting each other when someone is down.
He was an inspiration to many and needed to pass on his skills to others, so he came up with a developmental program that has nurtured many.
From a player, you finish, it motivates you, you ask yourself after your career, what can you do? And I thought Sandeep Patel and Balvinder Sandhu Singh really motivated me to be a coach. Every time they come in and say, Angara, do the warm-up, Angara, do this. So, I took it up and said, okay, I can. When I finished, I thought it was nice to just do the coaching. And also I started developing a program for NPCA early enough when I was still a player.
And that's how the Kenya cricketer transited to coaching, but not before he joined a Plascom Cricket Academy in South Africa.
This game you can't play forever. Age catches up, new players come in, so we got to let them come in. And then now, after that, I went to play club cricket in South Africa, in Cape Town, for a suburb called Guguletu. I came back and I got the coaching role, started with under 17, under 19. So actually when I left to Botswana, I was the coach for under 19.
In 2015, Angara left for Botswana, having laid a foundation for the under 17s and under 19s, which has bore fruit up to date.
We always look for something new. We always look for something to challenge you. Yeah, we need the challenge, like, okay, why can't I try go there? Also, that professional out of your comfort zone.
He has some memorable moments as the coach of the Botswana cricket team, which included a win over his former side.
It's been okay, 8 years working with us. It's actually a developing cricketing nation. So I went there and, 2015, July. So I'm back, and what I've done, I've decided, I left the structures running there, and I hope Botswana will one day wake up and they've started competing. I'm sure you saw we came here a month ago and you saw the performance.
Joseph Angara could not have done it all without his family's support, led by his beloved wife.
Definitely, my daughters are here. My wife is also working, really supported me throughout my 8 years in Botswana. Yes, they come visit on and off, but then it was not easy when you're staying away from your family, but sometimes you don't have a choice. You're a man, you have to go and fend out for bread.
He, however, decided home is best in 2023, where he looks forward to carry on with developing the game of cricket.
I'm looking for an opportunity that comes my way. I'm happy to work here for the Cricket Kenya when opportunity arises. I'm from national coach from Botswana. I'm working with the under 19s here, so you don't choose where to. When the opportunity comes, you still do what you need to do.
And the Kenya cricket fraternity was happy to see him back, giving him an opportunity to mentor the young ones, as we found him doing at the KBC Cricket Academy holiday camp.
This is the game that has brought me up. This is the game that I love. And I also want to thank KBC Sports Club for inviting me for this kind of session. I want to thank KBC Sports Club for such an initiative to bring these kids here to help them play the game. It's not only good for KBC, but also good for this country.
And he does it all for the love of the sport of his choice.
I love this game. And I can't sit at home and there's a cricket going on somewhere. And like I said, I thank KBC for calling me this opportunity. This is what we need to do in this country. To see kids playing like they're on holiday now. Keep them busy, getting out from their phones, getting out from their TV, getting out from their also relaxing. Too much work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So this is part of it. I saw one of the boys here bowling called Fortune, and I say, wow, this is talent.
And know what? He did play a different ball game, football, and could have been a legend of the game too if he had pursued it.
You remember Paul Oduo Cobra? I was nicknamed Oduo Cobra because of Joseph Oduo Angara.
So what is his favorite club, football speaking?
I finished playing cricket, started coaching cricket, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm an Arsenal fan. Now, the English Premier League has started. I'm a big Arsenal fan.
Well, you heard it from Joseph Angara, a former Kenya international cricket player camp coach who chose to bowl rather than kick the ball and was great at it.
I used to be called Kapil Dev. Kapil was a legend, a captain for India. Yeah, they call me Josie, they call me Kapashak, they call me Suka. You know, so whichever name suits you. But you know, there's some people call you the old name, then realize, hey, this guy, amekula chumvi kama mimi.